we live? And we are live. All right, it's the Live Drive Jive Archive with your host, Frank Monday, coming at ya, psha, 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 psha. Broadcasting to you live out the Central Kingdom of the Celestial Dragon, Monday through Friday on the morning grind. So, I hope you all have had your coffee today. Make sure you get a cup of the black gold. buymeacoffee.com/Frank Monday, where you can make a one-time donation for a cup of Joe for your old friend Frank. And Owen, you have done that. Good man. Good to see y'all. Hey, how y'all good-looking, sexy people doing out there in Happy Land today? I hope you are well. Hello, Sasquatch Roadkill. Hello, Owen Ryan. Hello, Atlantean Neo, that time-traveling Lemurian wizard who supersedes time and space. Welcome to the chat, guys. We are going through the CBD, the Central Business District of Beijing, where we have got the tallest tower in China. Are we live? Give me a yo if you can hear me out in Happy Land. It looks like we're having connectivity issues once again. I hate all the connectivity issues. Oh, there's the CCTV building. Wow, looking good. It is known as the Grand Underwear. It looks like a big pair of boxer shorts or just some dude's butt and legs squatting down to take a poop. So that is the CCTV tower. I think my feed just cut out a second ago. Not sure if we're back. Give me a yo if you can hear me all right out in Happy Land. You know how those yos really put the lead in my pencil. Come on, let's see them yos. Keep your nose to the grindstone, everyone. Just keep on keeping on. We have got, I don't know, kind of mildly, thank you for the yos. I appreciate that. Sasquatch, I see your yo. That is noted. Nunu, I see your yo. Owen, I see your yo. And yeah, all right. So we have got cold weather. It was warming up there a little bit, but then the weather has dipped back down again. So, you know, that's spring weather. It fluctuates. It's neither cold nor warm, but it is warming up, which is great. Today is the second day of the second lunar month in the year 2022. And there's an interesting tradition with the second day of the second lunar month on the Chinese agrarian calendar. So what that is it's called Long Tai To, or the Dragon of the East raises its head. And so the story goes that the dragon is hibernating throughout the winter, and then when the insects stir and the dragon raises its head, that kind of really signals the start of spring. The official first day of spring is actually the 5th day of the first lunar month, which is the first new moon in Aquarius, or after the winter solstice. I know this is all confusing happy horse shit, but basically like right around March 1st is actually typically, or the end of February, early March, like Groundhog Day. So the groundhog raises its head. Maybe that's where we get that tradition. But they say it's a dragon, and when the dragon raises its head up out of hibernation, it means that warmer weather is starting to increase. But the tradition associated with Long Tai To, or Dragon Head Raising Day, is that you're supposed to get a haircut and a shave. That this is the first day after winter when you should, you could shave the head and shave the beard, because the Chinese medicine Yeah, it's basically the Chinese Groundhog Day. In Chinese medicine, they believe that cold weather during the winter can cause you to get sick, right? I mean, but it's kind of a whole methodology of weather, inclement weather can create pathogens within the body. So they don't recommend exposing yourself to the cold weather during the winter months. And part of that means that you should keep your hair, your layer of hair. And so you could shave it off when the weather starts to get warmer, when the dragon raises its head, which really by climate rather than just by the lunar concourse, it was actually a couple of days ago that the weather turned and it started getting warmer. But with that said, today is the official holiday, Dragon Rearing Head Day. So good stuff, man. And I am planning to get a haircut tomorrow. So I'm not 100% dialed in on a shave and a haircut. That's my plans for tomorrow, because it is Friday. Thank God it's Friday. It's Friday in the capital. Y'all good looking sexy people out in Happy Land. Come on now. Whip them horses. Get on with your bad self. Got some fucking motherfucker pulling in front of me and stopping on the expressway. What's up, bro? What a fucking crock of shit. He could have stayed in the slow lane. He didn't have to pull directly in front of my lane. And he did it very, very suddenly. Even though I was coming on like a bat out of hell, he just decided to fucking ease on into my lane. Well, you're gonna have that occasional bag full of a burlap sack full of dried moldy cock tips is gonna wheel his carriage in front of you and then just stop. I mean, what kind of stupidity is that? But, what can you do? All right, Owen's out there, new. Y'all good looking sexy people, doing well. Yesterday's video, I went into a bit of a rant because I didn't like the finger painter, the son of president-elect, office of president-elect, not a genuine president of any measure, but his famous son, the old bastardo. I went into kind of a rant, and I challenged him mano a mano to a duel of pistols or swords or UFC style boxing in the ring. But it upset my mom. My mom watches my channel sometimes, and so she's like, "You shouldn't say that. You gotta be careful." And so I'm gonna delete that video later today, y'all. If you saw it yesterday, you may have been suspicious as to why I had gone into such a rant. And the reason is because I find it shameful and degrading that such an individual should be given such power and represent the once great freedom-loving country of the United States of America. But it is what it is. What are you gonna do? And that burlap sack full of moldy foreskins doesn't have any courage, and we all know that, so no big deal. Anyway, I'm gonna delete the video. It's kind of those one-off videos that if you leave it up there, it's bound to come back and bite you on the ass later anyway. So I never say anything that I wouldn't necessarily feel 100% about anyway. And I feel 100% about that. I really don't appreciate someone who has zero education about the Chinese culture, coming over here and globe-trotting and making an ass of themselves, sucking on a glass dick, addicted to crack cocaine, and filming themselves strangling child sex slaves in a hotel room and like wandering around all doped up on who knows what, you know, Chinese flacker or something, and being like, oh, I wish I could find something to shove up my ass. And I saw his video, I saw his laptop videos, and it's him. And it's so fucking disgraceful. And so anyway, it upsets me as a hardworking, working class individual that's been over here 20 years with my nose to the grindstone, you know, getting them yos in there. Come on, let's see them yos. And so I've been hard at it on my P's and Q's, doing my Kung Fu every day, teaching the English language, directing my students to the revolutionary writings of 1776 and the ideas of, you know, the Bill of Rights, and that human rights are intrinsic and inalienable, and all of those wonderful patriotic things that represent the best of the United States. And so for someone that's just a second generation individual of a super gangster corrupt network, there you go, that's my piece. I've said my piece and I'm done with it. Today I have prepared in advance. Let me check the ideas room. If anybody's still out there in the ideas room, let me see them yos. Thank you, Sasquatch Roadkill. I appreciate that. I certainly do my best, man. I'm always hard at it, working hard for freedom and justice and human liberty worldwide. I mean, because that's really what it's all about. So Sasquatch Roadkill asked an interesting question about, I got my money ready this time, that way I don't have to cut my live stream for the toll. Look at this, is a it's a 10. It's a tenner. That is. That's your friendly friend from another friend. Number one HNIC from the 20th century, man. That dude ain't cool at all. Coast to Coast is going to have a tarot reading. Yeah, tarot readings are popular right now. You guys know I read tarot. If you'd ever like a free tarot reading, or if you guys want to do an online tarot show tomorrow, same time tomorrow, I'll jump up Saturday morning, day of Saturn, and whip out the tarot cards. Because I'm going to try to continue my tradition of Saturday morning live streams too. You know, live from the temple. Yeah, so we're coming up on the toll gate. I got a tenner ready for them. On the back here, we've got one of the gorges. I'm not exactly sure where that is, man. I should find out. But now I got to give away this 10 and get a 5 in return. It's funny, all nominations of Chinese money, all denominations, have the same picture on the front. Just this one guy, man. So boring. I'm like, you guys had tons of awesome leaders from history, you know? You should put Guangdong on one, and different, you know, gods from your mythology. 你好. 谢谢. Bye. Ooh, she had a sweet voice. She was a middle-aged gal, probably older than me. I don't know. But the tone of her voice was very delightful. I'm not exactly sure. I'm not a music expert, man, by any means. My expertise lies in the realm of Benjamin Franklin, Thomas Jefferson, and George Washington. It would be a matter of prudence. George Washington states in in one letter, I forget, I think he was writing to Jefferson. He said it would be a matter of prudence to defer from making one's ultimate irrevocable decision, provided there's more data to be gained. I like Washington's way of thinking. You know, that's smart. You shouldn't make your ultimate irrevocable decision if there is incoming data, you know. Make sure you get all the data points before you start. You'd like a reading? Okay, Sasquatch, I'll do a reading for you. If you guys are up tomorrow morning, oh shit, I got alarms going off on my car. They say it is 0 degrees outside this morning. 0 degrees Celsius, which is 32 degrees Fahrenheit. Yeah, so it's cold. It's freezing this morning. Sasquatch saw a vid with fish, but she seemed to have her head cut off, I assume for privacy reasons. Oh, I'll have to check Occult Priestess's YouTube channel and watch that video. I've been excited about that. I've been waiting for it. The Grand Canyon, writes Owen Ryan. They need to put a hat on that bald guy's head on the note. Yeah, he does. He needs a hat, you know? You can't be running around with a bald head in the middle of winter. That shit'll make you catch a cold. Yeah, so I like tarot readings. I like the tarot cards. I have been studying the tarot cards and the I Ching since I was a teenager. There's just something about having a deck full of beautiful artwork that always inspired me. And I've been carrying a tarot deck. In fact, this one tarot deck I have, I got it in my bag right now, I've probably had it 30 years. It's a Pamela Cole Smith, Arthur Edward Wyatt, gold trimmed, your classic, most popular deck. I got it right here in a little silk bag. And there it is, bam, we got the King of Pentacles coming up. Let's get a little shuffle on. So this is a beautiful deck. I bought, oh no, this is not my gold rimmed deck. All right, this is a Centennial deck. Bicentennial? Centennial. This one was published by US Games Incorporated, the US Game System Incorporated in 2010, I believe, for the 100-year anniversary of the Pamela Cole Smith deck. And you can see that beautiful, is that an orchid or a lily? That's a lily, I believe. Lotus, might be a lotus. I'll have to look into that. But that is the signature there of Pamela Cole Smith, the one who painted the deck. So let's draw a card for Sasquatch. Sasquatch, you have any particular questions? You shouldn't read tarot while you drive. My mom's gonna get on my ass if I do this. We'll just go with one card, okay? One card. And then I'll put my deck away, because my mom would lose her mind. But I've got an entire open road in front of me with nobody except for one asshole right now and a Pinto pulling out. Yeah, this ain't gonna work. I have to put these bad boys away. We'll pull you one card on any question you've got. One card. One card and one card only. Divine Spirits and Ancient Masters, your son has a question. Please respond to us through the system of the tarot. We will accept this response, whether it shows us good fortune or misfortune. Okay, general energies for Sasquatch Roadkill. What does the day have in store? The next 24-hour circuit of energy. What lesson should Sasquatch Roadkill abide by? In the name of the subtle arbiter, both above and below, within and without, in all directions and all dimensions, everywhere and always, reveal to us a single magical plate for Sasquatch Roadkill. Angelica. Yeah, let's see what we got. And we cut above and below. And your card for today. Oh my God! That's amazing. This card actually turned up when I was shuffling. I saw it on the bottom of the deck. But now, here it is. Once again, it's funny too, because as soon as I thought of you, and as soon as I thought of doing a tarot reading for you, the Eight of Swords, Lord of Bondage, appeared within the deck. And I'm like, yeah, I'll shuffle you out of there, bad boy. And I shuffled and I shuffled and I shuffled. And you saw me shuffle 3 times. Did the above and below cut? You are hoodwinked. There is deception in your general environment. It's, remember, it could be a self-imposed kind of deception. So the 8 is 8, right? Yeah, the 8 of Swords is the card of bondage. So it may be that you're you're mentally worrying about something. And the advice from this card is that the bonds are not, they're not unremovable. You know, you can break free of the bonds of the Eight of Swords. It's an air card, so it's mental ideation. There's something in your life right now that you're worried about and you feel bound by. The spilling of emotions, the castle behind you on the hill, the bondage. Let me see what we got here for you. So the lesson to be learned here is the eights, is that any bondage, any deception in your life right now has to be dealt with your own strength, you know, and you have that. It's deep within you. The person in bondage is not, well, they are suffering, so you suffering. There ain't no way around it. It's a bad card. I mean, it's not a great card, but it can be overcome. So just as a general single lesson for the day, maybe there's something right now that you're feeling bound by or being deceived by, and you have to, when you're in a situation of bondage, what can you do? Just the Hanged Man. Introspection, retrospection, self-contemplation, meditation, like Harry Houdini. You can get out of that bondage by clever application of what we say in Chinese is shui lo shi chu, or when the waters recede, the turtle will be exposed. So it's just a situation of wait and see, which is hard to see when you're hoodwinked, you know, when you got the blindfold on. It's almost like being in front of the firing squad. So what does that, you take what most tarot readers these days, they just say, take what fits and leave what doesn't. And I don't know if I like that attitude. I say, like in my incantation, we accept the response, whether it shows us good fortune or misfortune. And misfortune, like the analogy of the chicken, the baby chicken, getting out of its egg. If you help the baby chicken get out of the eggshell when it's hatching, then it will grow up weak and die. It won't live into a strong chicken. But if you watch that little baby chicken in its chicken shell struggle and set itself free, right, overcoming its own challenges and impositions, then it grows into a beautiful, strong chicken. So it's those key times of imprinting when you are in a challenging situation that you summon all of your resources and overcome it through your, a lot of times through your own wilies and intellect. And like any waterfall of fear, once you go through it, it's not that bad, you know. I would have to sit down in meditation and contemplation and visualization and reaching out psychically to see how it applies to you directly. So that's just the general understanding of the card, right? Which, if you have any experience with tarot, then you probably are, you know those things and you are suspicious. Yeah, so Owen's got good advice there. He says, no, I can't read that shit, man. I got to focus on the road, y'all. Woohoo, party time. Let's get ourselves a JP Farrell. So there's your free tarot reading for the day. We're almost at the yard, y'all. Man, we made good time. No, we didn't. Yeah, we did. We made good time this morning. I'll have a solid 10 minutes to sit and chat with you guys and check the ideas room chat. Let me remind you, this is the Live Drive Jive Archive with your host, Frank Monday, broadcasting to you Monday through Friday on the morning grind and occasionally the afternoon shuffle. If you haven't already, please hit the thumbs up and ring Pavlov's bell so that whenever we go live, you'll be barking like a dog, roof, roof, roof. Barking like a like Pavlov's dog, like someone who has been, what is that called, operant conditioning, that's been conditioned, a conditioned response. I ring the bell, the dog barks, ding ding ding, woof woof woof, ding ding ding, woof woof woof. Good fun. Yeah, what else? Oh, check me out on buymeacoffee.com. I will update my buymeacoffee.com/Frank Monday page. So a one-time coffee on that will get you access to all of the behind-the-scenes photos and articles that I've prepared, and it's like $5, you know. I've always done everything for free. It's just a sociological experiment to see the connection of community, and any funds that I acquire or accumulate via the Buy Me a Coffee endeavor, I am going to sink into improving the Frank Monday channel. So I've already got enough. Monsieur Tiedrick has just gone above and beyond. He's bought me like 10 coffees already. Something like that. It's just crazy talk. I love you, sir. Thank you for that, Jeff. I'm gonna buy a good studio microphone for my temple work, so that whenever I go live from the temple, I'll have a really good high quality studio mic, because that's something that is lacking on the Frank Monday channel, is sound quality. So everybody say thank you to Monsieur Tiedrick for that. He's making that possible. I've always done YouTube as a free endeavor, right? You know, the investment in a phone alone, just doing it from your phone, was 10,000 RMB for the iPhone 6, which is like 6-7 years ago. So that's the equivalent of like $1,200 US is what this silly little phone cost me. But I've squeezed every ounce of life out of this phone, man. I've had it for, like I said, 7 years now or something, or more. Who knows? My last iPhone was an iPhone 4, and I used it for like 6 years. And reason being, I'll tell you why I chose the Apple, is just because it has less of a tendency to pick up viruses, which at the time was pretty prevalent here in China. You know, you're using localized Chinese software. The amount of viruses is just crazy. You know what? I'm gonna do something crazy today. I'm gonna park my car over here. Boop. Do something new. Usually I park in the vice president spot. Today I'll just park in the president spot. How's that? I don't think the president's here on Fridays. And when I say president, I mean the principal of the university. Time for JP Farrell, y'all. If you got them, smoke them. Yes, indeed. So, yeah, make sure you hit that thumbs up, guys. Make sure you ring that bell. Everybody, looks like everybody left. If you're still out there in Happy Land, give me a yo. Atlantean Neo. Are you Ukrainian? Cheers, Frank. I appreciate it. Yeah, no problem, Sasquatch. I'd rather be with my family during hard times than separated here. What's going on, man? I missed everything. Thanks much, Freddie. Really appreciate your insights. Yeah, being stuck on the island. Ha ha ha. I'm feeling government breath on my neck. Wow, so that card was accurate, huh? That's the naughtiest thing in my life, ATM Sasquatch. Let me back up on the chat, guys, and see what happened. Message for the day. It came for me when I pulled one for myself. Rah! I had it today too. Gnarly. Yeah, you see how unerringly accurate the tarot can be in the hands of a trained practitioner? So you're trapped on an island, huh? Yeah, the 8 of Swords, man. That's it. They got you fucking bound and gagged and hoodwinked. Yeah. So what do I do in those situations, man? I just You know what I do? I use my magic to pull another card and find a way to overcome the bondage. I'm like, I'm gonna break through. There's swords all around you. Just grab one of those swords and cut your what are those called? Things that bind. Yeah, just cut straight through those restraints because you've got the tools all around you to break free of that situation. I'm having myself a delicious JP Farrell, y'all, before I head in here to shop. I use Chinese phone, love OnePlus, and have OnePlus 7. I love it. Hey, Monsieur Tiedrich's out there. Greetings, Jeff. I was just talking about you. Welcome to the chat, senor. I hope that's not IKEA furniture. That stuff is bananas, man. I don't know. IKEA furniture's okay, I guess. I heard the Swedes were sending a bunch of IKEA rifles to the folks over in Nazi-controlled Ukraine. I think Putin is working to liberate those people of their Nazi government in the Ukraine. So I think we got to back Putin's play on this one, guys. I don't know. That's just my opinion. So Sasquatch, you're trapped on an island. You guys see how unerringly accurate the tarot is? I don't think I'm actually gonna park in the president's spot. That's not cute. Yeah, it's not actually his spot, and I'm quite certain he doesn't come on Fridays. Welcome to Friday, y'all. Thank God it's Friggadagen. Hail unto the Venusian goddess, Columbia, her lady of the stars, Astarte, with her celestial crown of the 12 zodiacal signs. All right, I have finished off that coffin nail. There you go. Turn off the vehicle. Okay, everyone. Thank you for joining me here on the Frank Monday channel. We have arrived at the yard. It's almost 7 a.m. Beijing time here in Twilight Zone Old Peking, where we shift in and out of vistas, dreamlike vistas. Stuck here. Okay, so you're stuck on an island and you feel you need to change your work, but I'm self-employed and don't really want to play the rules GOV has for me. So the card was spot on. Yeah, Atlantean Neo, I hope I see you guys tomorrow, man. Tune in again. Let's see, it's 7 a.m. and I will probably go live for an afternoon shuffle today, depending on the connectivity of the internet. So look for me again in like not 12 hours, less than that. Like 8 hours from now. So +8 on whatever you got going on, and then +23, right? The 23rd current, Chapel Perilous, Robert Anton Wilson, his famous book Prometheus Rising, written as the dissertation for his PhD in psychology back in 1983. Yeah, look for me again in about 7 or 8 hours. That's all I got to hang out here today, hopefully, unless they call a Friday meeting. Oh, God. Nothing worse than a bunch of foreign expat English teachers sitting around chewing the fat about Common Core curriculum and CRT. Good God, nobody needs that. The only critical race theory we teach here in China is that the Chinese Han people are entitled by the mandate of heaven to rule the planet. That's the only rhetoric they want to hear over here. I've been showing my kids, one of my 11th grade classes, I've been showing them The Mandalorian. I actually enjoyed it. And then I'm showing my 12th graders, I'm showing them a little bit of 1883. If you guys haven't watched 1883, you should. It's really good. I'm sorry, I'm assembling furniture. I hurt my back. I'm sorry, Monsieur Tiedrick. I will send you healing vibes, right? Let's all say a little prayer for Monsieur Tiedrick. Holy art thou, Lord of the universe, the vast and the mighty one, creator of both heaven and earth, maker of all things, both visible and invisible, master of the light and master of the darkness, we adore thee and we invoke thee. Send one of your healing spirits, divine agents, guardian angels, to old Monsieur Tiedrick. I believe the 4 archangels that Gabrielle would be in charge of healing. She's the feminine angel of the Western quadrant. The imagery to imagine, Jeff, is a beautiful white tiger descending from a purple, dark sunset, kind of like right after sunset, kind of twilight sky. So the beautifully white, like Siberian tiger is descending from the mountains. And so the bone work for the tiger is the tiger, when it descends from the mountains, that it pounds down like this and it makes the marrow in the tiger's bones square. So the tiger has, I mean, the Chinese, they love their medicines through mystical animals. So tiger bone soup was like the most powerful form of medicine in ancient China. I mean, they almost killed off all the tigers, so they had to ban, any Chinese medicine based on tiger bone. So instead, they actually use dog bone and like dog skin in a medicine plasters to heal the bones. Chinese have an expression in medicine. They say, 吃什么补什么, which means whatever you eat, that's what it will help. So if you have bone problems, then you make bone broth soups. I think chickens would work fine. Beef bone would be even better. They've got big, strong bones, because they support a lot of weight. Subtle arbiter, within and without, protect and guide us. Send loving, healing energy to Monsieur Tiedrick. I hope you feel better soon, brother. I'm going to check the chat one more time, guys, then I got to roll on out. I'm 8 hours. We'll be 6 a.m. here, so I probably won't be able to catch you. All right, but you'll catch me again in like 23 hours. So plan your time for another live Jive live from the temple. It'll be Saturday morning, right? Sabado, the day of Saturn. Shabbat shalom, everyone, for all you Jewish Sabbatean Frankists out there. It is your holiday. I appreciate that these people sent me boards, wrong holes drilled. I think I'm killing my back. Yeah, take it easy on the furniture, man. Remember, as long as you've got a chair and a bed, you don't have to get it all set up today. There's always tomorrow. And back injuries at our age, Monsieur Tiedrick, take like 6 months to heal if you're lucky. You might need traction. Have you a battery drill? Just get a box of 450 screws and screw it all together. I'm with Owen on that, man. That's what I do. I put screws in everything. I screw everything that gets in my way. So if you don't want to get screwed, stay on up out the hell out my way. Get on up out the way. Yeah, get on up out the way. I said, move your big old happy ass out my way, biatch. Cause I'm coming through. I'm grooving. I'm moving and swaying to the blues. I still haven't sat down and worked out those lyrics to that song. To that famous Frank Monday song, Get On Up Out the Way. All right, looks like we're tapering down. Yeah, Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Happy Sabbath. Happy Friday. TGIF. Y'all good looking, sexy people, stay well out in Happy Land. I will see you in the abodes of the future. Monsieur Tiedrick, I got my prayers going out to you. And better than that, I got my magic. I'm going to whip out my magic wand and come over there and smack you in the mouth with it. Just kidding. I love y'all good looking, happy people. I will see you soon. Until then, as above, so below, into the abodes of the future. Good magic.